What's up, traders? Matt from the Trade Brigade here doing a technical analysis on ticker symbol TKLF for Yoshitsu Company. On the left-hand side, we have the daily time frame, and on the right-hand side, the 30-minute intraday time frame. First things first, this is the first time we've talked about the stock. It is a newer IPO coming out of Japan having to do with health and beauty products. Nonetheless, massive red day on today's session, sort of piggybacking along the marketplace sort of sell-off there. However, not really getting that sympathy rally into the close here, which is fairly interesting. So let's quickly start by mapping out a couple of daily levels, and not a whole lot of structure to talk about here other than these 3-day highs and obviously the IPO opening price low there, close to about $13. Let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit on the 30-minute now just to see how this unfolded. This gap is from an intraday session, which means that there was a circuit breaker halt to the downside. So please be aware of that if you continue to trade this into the future, that based on volatility, if this thing continues to sort of fall apart here, there may be halts in the future. In terms of today's low, you can certainly see that we are getting a little bit of a flush point that's starting to build here. The other thing we can clearly see is that we closed dead on the lows, but let's just see where the 38.2 retracement is of the entire day's range. Look at that, your 38.2, although it's not perfect, I mean, we're off by about $1.25 there. This general area, anything underneath that IPO opening low, is basically a big bear flag on the 30-minute time frame, looking for flushes out of that to take us into new all-time lows. Nothing is really going to change to be bullish on this stock until, in my estimation at least, we can recapture 20, which is the 61.8. If we get back above that level, then fine. Maybe there's an opportunity to break out up and over these 3-day highs, but until that happens, I'm not really seeing any market structure that would indicate a good long down here. If you're someone who wants to hold this for like 30 years and you think it's worth building a position down here, that's fine. It wouldn't be my first choice, but I could see how this could, quote unquote, if you understand the business model well enough, be on sale. Again, I'm not advocating for that, but I could see the thinking behind it is just not my cup of tea. Ideally, if you're going to build a position down here, you would go in with like extremely small size, wait for some pattern to play out, and then enter with larger size as it starts to turn around. This might just be your starter position, so something like an eighth of a position. I would argue anything less than a quarter position here, given the nature of today's selling and the fact that we closed incredibly weak. That's going to wrap up the video. If you enjoyed it or learned anything new today, let me know in the comments section or by giving the video a thumbs up. Don't forget our main channel is linked in the description. And all of that being said, I wish you a green trading week.